It was a crisp autumn morning in Pawsville, and the leaves were turning shades of red and gold. Mimi, the clever and mischievous cat, sat perched on the windowsill, gazing out at the world with her usual curiosity. Her best friend, Boo, playful but slightly foolish dog, was bouncing around the living room, excited about something new. "Mimi, guess what? I found an old map in the attic," Boo exclaimed, wagging his tail with excitement. He dropped the crumpled piece of paper at Mimi's feet, panting eagerly. "It's a treasure map! We're gonna find treasure, Mimi!" Mimi tilted her head, green eyes narrowing as she studied the map. It was old, faded lines and cryptic symbols, but it did indeed appear to be a treasure map. Boo. This could be interesting," Mimi purred, her tail flicking with intrigue. "But remember, treasure hunts aren't just about finding gold. They require patience and careful planning." Boo, ever enthusiastic, jumped up and down. I know, but let's go now, Mimi. I can't wait to find the treasure." Mimi chuckled softly. "All right, Boo, but remember, patience is key. Let's start by following the map's clues." The map led them to the outskirts of Pawsville, where a dense forest awaited. The first clue on the map read, "Seek the tree with a heart. Patience will play its part." Mimi and Boo entered the forest, with Boo bounding ahead and Mimi following at a more measured pace. Boo raced from tree to tree, barking excitedly. "Is this the one, Mimi? How about this one?" Mimi, ever patient, examined each tree carefully. "Boo, slow down. We need to find the tree that fits the clue." After what seemed like hours to Boo, they found a large oak tree with a heart-shaped knot in its trunk. "Look, Boo, this must be it," Mimi said, pointing to the tree. "Now let's see what the next clue says." But there was no clue to be found. Boo started digging around the base of the tree, growing frustrated. "Where's the treasure, Mimi? There's nothing here." Mimi sat down beside him, tail curling around her paws. "Boo, this is where patience comes in. Not everything is immediate. Sometimes we have to wait and think things through." Just as Boo was about to give up, he noticed a small, glinting object embedded in the tree bark. With Mimi's help, they pried it out. Tiny silver key. "Key to the next clue," Mimi exclaimed. "See, Boo? Patience led us to this." Excited by their discovery, Mimi and Boo continued deeper into the forest. The map's next clue directed them to a babbling brook, where they were to trust the flow and let the current show. They reached the brook and found it flowing peaceful. Boo, eager to get to the treasure, started splashing in the water, trying to find anything that resembled a clue. "Mimi, I don't see anything. Maybe the map is wrong," Boo whined, growing impatient again. Mimi, with her usual calm demeanor, sat by the edge of the brook and watched the water. "Boo, the clue says to trust the flow. Let's wait and observe." After a while, the current revealed a piece of wood floating towards them. As it reached the edge, Mimi noticed it had something carved on it. She pulled it out and showed it to Boo, a symbol matching one on their map. "This must be the sign we were looking for," Mimi said. "Patience and trust helped us again, Boo." Boo nodded, finally understanding. "You're right, Mimi. Maybe we need to slow down a bit and trust the process." With the symbol from the brook, Mimi and Boo unlocked the final part of the map, which led them to a hill overlooking Pawsville. The last clue was the trickiest. When the sun kisses the earth, the treasure will be revealed, but only with teamwork can the prize be sealed. They reached the top of the hill just as the sun was beginning to set. The view was breathtaking, but there was no obvious sign of treasure. Boo, still learning the value of patience, began to worry again. "Mimi, it's getting dark. What if we don't find the treasure?" Boo asked, his ears drooping. Mimi looked around, thinking carefully. "Boo, the clue mentioned teamwork. Let's work together. You dig here while I keep an eye on the horizon." As Boo dug, the last rays of the setting sun cast a golden light over the hill. Suddenly, Boo's paw hit something hard. "Mimi, I found something." They both worked together to unearth a small, ancient chest. Inside, they found an assortment of shiny stones, trinkets, and a note that read, "The true treasure is not what you find, but what you learn along the way." Boo looked at Mimi, his eyes wide. "So, the treasure isn't just these shiny things?" Mimi smiled. "Exactly, Boo. The treasure is the patience you learned, the trust you built, and the teamwork we used. Those are the real treasures that will help us in every adventure." A lesson learned. As they walked back to Pawsville with their newfound treasures, Boo was unusually quiet, reflecting on the day's adventure. Mimi, I think I understand now. The treasure hunt wasn't just about finding something shiny. It was about learning to be patient, trusting you, and working together. Mimi nodded approvingly. That's right, Boo. Adventures are fun, but the lessons we learn along the way are what truly make them worthwhile. Boo wagged his tail happily. I'm glad we did this together, Mimi. And next time, I'll remember to be more patient and trust the process. Mimi purred, pleased with Boo's growth. That's the spirit, Boo. Now let's head home and share our adventure with Mrs. Brown. I'm sure she'll be proud of how much you've learned. As they arrived back in Pawsville, the sun had fully set, and the stars were beginning to twinkle in the sky. Mimi and Boo, tired but content, curled up together by the fireplace, their treasure chest resting nearby. And so, in the warmth of their home, Mimi and Boo reflected on their day's adventure, knowing that the true value of their journey was not in the treasure they found, but in the patience, trust, and teamwork they discovered within themselves. Moral of the story: patience, trust, and teamwork are the real treasures in any adventure. By being patient, trusting in the process, and working together, we can overcome any challenge and achieve our goals.